This is the Behind the Line podcast, and this is Pacific Northwest Headline News in 3 minutes for Friday, February 18th, 2022. Washington Governor Jay Inslee has announced that the indoor mask mandate in Washington will end on March 21st, including for schools. Healthcare workers will still be required to wear masks. The King County, Washington Board of Health, although they emphasize the importance of wearing a bicycle helmet while riding, have voted to repeal the helmet law in an 11-2 vote on Thursday. The board said research showed there was racist and discriminatory enforcement of the law that occurred. They said BIPOC people and people experiencing homelessness were mostly targeted by law enforcement. The county's bicycle helmet law was first passed in 1993. The board said it plans to ensure helmets are made available for all the county riders and has allocated $221,000 to distribute helmets to people, especially those without housing and those who have been affected by inequities and discrimination. I'm sorry, but falling off a bike and hitting your head and killing yourself doesn't matter what color you are. It applies to everyone. How many other laws are we just going to decide don't matter because you're homeless or a person of color? In December, a bartender in Seattle was attacked by what I believe was a homeless man with a broomstick and a sharp metal edge taped to one end, slashed her face when she asked another man for proof of vaccination. Took 6 weeks for police to track the suspect down, but at his first court appearance last week, a judge let Marquez Echols go free on personal recognizance. Took them a month and a half to find this guy, and they just let him out. Prosecutors asked for $75,000 bail based on the severity of the crime, but the judge opted not to keep Echols in custody. What is wrong with these Seattle judges who keep turning these violent offenders loose on the streets? An Oregon employee from the Department of Human Services was indicted for allegedly kidnapping and sexually abusing a woman with developmental disabilities under his care. The U.S. Attorney's Office, District of Oregon, said Zachary Glover, 28, of Lebanon, was charged Friday by a federal grand jury in Portland. He faces a possible maximum sentence of life in prison if convicted. The Oregon State Supreme Court has found that the former New York Times columnist Nick Kristoff is ineligible to run for governor of Oregon. He is a resident of New York and has not lived in Oregon for more than 20 years. He has been disqualified for not meeting the state's residency requirement. Good news. California has lifted its indoor mask mandate. However, the city of Los Angeles, Santa Clara, and Mendocino are not lifting their indoor mask mandates and have set no date at this time and are saying it's going to be at least another month before they decide to lift the restrictions in those cities. This has been Pacific Northwest Headline News in 3 minutes. For more, visit BehindTheLinePodcast.com. Thanks for listening.